In a change to the advertised schedule, I'm back sooner than expected. I'm going to show you the Champions League game against Club Bruges and the Premier League away game against Southampton. Hello and welcome to Club 7, episode 10 of The Pilgrimage. My name's Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, I've got two games for you. As I said in the introduction, we're at home to Club Bruges in the Champions League and away to Southampton in the Premier League. And since you were last with me, we have beaten Newcastle 3-1 in the Premier League, beaten Crystal Palace 2-0 and drawn with Tottenham 1-1. So let's get straight into the Club Bruges game and let's show you the team for that one. And it is Bilo in goal, back four of Tomiyasu, Skella, Diaz and Kalulu. Ilic at the base of midfield, Verheyen and Breton in central midfield, Kareev and Bennett on the wings, Dwayne Joseph up front. Let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, the assistant manager is recommending we're favourites and I want us to play like it. I'm going to go even stronger than that. I'm going to pump the fists. We're favourites for a reason. Go out there and make sure they're left in no doubt as to why. And let's go into the tunnel, find out what they want to know. Are you hopeful of a performance today? If we play to the level we're capable of, we'll be fine. What are your thoughts on speculation that Sebastian Breton will struggle to perform? I have full confidence in him. You've made a couple of changes as Skella and Nathan Bennett come in. What's the thinking? Yeah, we're always going to be pressed into a small number of changes. Okay, so let's get the match underway and see if we can get off to a winning start in the Champions League. And as always, we'll let the first 10 minutes, barring any disasters or emergencies, just play out, and then we'll decide what to do. And first 10 minutes, we've had a shot on target but not highlight worthy. Club Bruges have offered absolutely nothing. So we'll demand more, see if we can actually get a highlight out of it. Breton's picked up a yellow card, which isn't ideal. And it is Jackson into Vertelaars. So Bruges with the first actual highlight. They have a shot, but Bilo is more than equal to it. And what's he going to do with the ball? He launches it straight down the middle. And we've won it back. Joseph to Kareev. Kareev through to Bennett. Bennett crosses it in. Joseph can't get the shot away and it's cleared. And the highlight comes to an end. And it's Diaz. It's now with Breton. Bennett. Back to Diaz. Bennett to Ilic. Breton. Plays it through for Kalulu on the left flank. And Joseph is there to tuck away the easiest of chances to make it Arsenal 1, Club Bruges 0, 23 minutes gone. Good start. See if we can make it an even better start. Vertelaars to Lang, to David, back to De Ketelaar, into Lang. Martinez plays it forward but only for Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu to Verheyen, into Ilic. Kareev to Tomiyasu on the right hand side. Tomiyasu plays it back for Verheyen. Tomiyasu gets it back again. His cross is deflected to Ilic. Verheyen back to Diaz. Kalulu on the left hand side. Comes forward into the area. Plays it back to Breton. Kalulu. In swinging cross. Joseph is there to apply the finish. And that makes it Arsenal 2, Club Bruges 0. 25 minutes gone. So comfortable position for us to be in as we approach the half hour mark. 2-0 up already. Tomiyasu with the ball now into Kareev. Karayev finds Breton, who finds Tomiyasu, and Dwayne Joseph makes it Arsenal 3, Club Brugge 0. And it is a Dwayne Joseph hat-trick inside half an hour. Diaz to Breton to Verheyen, and Lang finds Badji, and Badji's giving it straight to Breton. Verheyen to Tomiyasu to Karayev. Tomiyasu's tackled. David back to De Ketelaere into Martinez, all the way back to his keeper, and it's launched long, and it's with Diaz to Zgela, Ilic to Zgela, Verheyen back to Zgela, to Tomiyasu into Verheyen, Ilic into Breton, back to Diaz to the left and Kalulu, Bennett with the ball over the top for Joseph, who has what looks like a 4th goal of the game. There is an appeal for offside. It will be checked by VAR. Goal's been given, and Dwayne Joseph has his 4th goal of the game. And it's Kignat to De Ketelaere into Lang. Martinez back to De Ketelaere to Kignat. Martinez back to De Ketelaere again into Lang. Paulo Martinez back to De Ketelaere, and he's forced all the way back to the keeper. Finds Kignat to Martinez to Harwood. Kalulu wins it back. Bennett into Breton. Breton plays it down the left for Joseph, who cuts it back to Bennett. Bennett's cross. Karayev at the far post makes it 5-0 to Arsenal, although again there's an appeal for offside and a VAR review. Will it be the first goal of the afternoon not scored by Joseph? The answer is yes, it is 5-0 with 33 minutes gone. So it's Bruges with the ball now, although they've given it straight to Diaz. Verheyen into Karayev. Joseph to Karayev. Karayev shot. Spilt, and Bennett collects the loose ball. Breton back to Verheyen, and the highlight comes to an end. It's with the goalkeeper who launches it but straight at Zgela. Diaz to Zgela again, into Verheyen to Karayev, back to Zgela, to Diaz, back to Bilo. Bilo into Zgela to Ilic, Verheyen to Karayev to Tomiyasu on the right hand side. Tomiyasu pulls it back for Verheyen, who crosses. Bennett with the header is off target, and the highlight comes to an end. But we've been thoroughly impressive and thoroughly dominant in this first half, so very pleased. We've had 5 goals in almost exactly 10 minutes. Bennett into Ilic, and we've been given a penalty right on half time, although again it's being checked by VAR, and the penalty is given, and it is, who's taking the spot kick? Verheyen. And he buries the chance to make it 6-0. His 2nd of the season. Arsenal 6, Club Brugge 0. And that is about as comprehensive a first half performance as you're ever going to see. Thoroughly deserved according to the XG map. So let's outstretch the arms. Very happy. In fact, no, what a 45 minutes that was. You've blown them away. You absolutely have. Do we need to make a half-time sub? The answer is yes, we do. We need to take Tomiyasu off, and we'll put Diaz to right back. Tomiyasu then can come off and Ampadu can come on. And for our second change, we're going to take off Nathan Bennett and bring on Wayne Pryor. And that will do for now. So we'll start the second half and see if we can get further goals to strengthen our position. Not that we need to, of course. 6-0 up from the break is a brilliant position to be in. So really it's about game management and trying to make sure we don't end up with any injuries after today's game. So I'm going to delay the substitution as long as possible. David into Badji, back to Martinez. He plays it back to David, who gives it to Badji. David again. Infield to De Ketelaere, back to David. De Ketelaere to Martinez. De Ketelaere goes for the long ball forward. Vertelles is beaten to it. Correa for Arsenal to Verheyen. Ball down the right for Diaz. Loops in the air, is cleared by De Ketelaere, although he goes back to his keeper, who gives it straight to Breton. Pryor with the shot, and Wayne Pryor has Arsenal's 7th and his first of the afternoon, or possibly the evening, given that it's a Champions League game. I'm not going to bother with the replay. We're 7-0 up, there's no point. And thoroughly deserving of such an advantage. We are well ahead on XG, an XG of almost 5. It's into the box, headed away. Diaz should get there first. Does. And uses a dummy runner, pulls it back for Ilic, who finds Breton to Verheyen. Ilic to Diaz. Diaz slips his man, finds a cross. Joseph is beaten to it and it's headed away. Vertelles into Badji, who is forced backwards to David, and he's beaten to it but then gets the ball back. Chobanu to Vertelles into I think it's Brady, I think it said. And the highlight comes to an end. And Verheyen does need to come off. And Scott Guest is probably the right man to come on. So we've made that change. Less than 15 minutes to go. We're 7-0 up still. So just the 1 second half goal. More than enough. And into the last 5 minutes. Just want to keep hold of this clean sheet now. Martinez to Atmaka. Breton doesn't manage to get the challenge in. Harwood back to Martinez. Martinez to Badji. Plays it to the left and David. Back to De Ketelaere. All the way back to the goalkeeper, who launches it. Vertelles is under it, but Scala gets there first. Only finds Badji though. Badji's cross to Atmaka, and Atmaka puts it in the back of the net to make it Arsenal 7, Club Brugge 1. So the clean sheet is gone, and it's Ilic to Guest into Kareev. Diaz on the right hand side pulls it back for Guest to Ilic, into Breton, to the left, and Kalulu into the middle, and Wayne Pryor puts it in the back of the net for Arsenal, and it is Arsenal 8, Club Brugge 1. And we're into a stoppage time. Surely there won't be any more action. And that is indeed full time. It ends Arsenal 8, Club Brugge 1. I'll see you in a moment for the second match of today's episode. just 3 days since the demolition of Bruges in the Champions League, and now we are facing a Premier League game away to Southampton, and the team for this one isn't much changed from that game, and it is Bilo in goal, back four of Tomiyasu, Zgela, Diaz and Kalulu, Ilic at the back base of midfield, Verheyen and Breton ahead of him, Kareyev and Bennett on the wings, Joseph up front. Let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, the assistant is recommending carry your last performance into this match will do well. Given that we won 8-1, I think that's entirely reasonable. So we'll outstretch the arms and agree with him. And let's go into the tunnel, find out what they want to know. Always helps to be as prolific as your team have been recently, right? Certainly not complaining. Scoring goals is always fun. First goal crucial. Yeah, it's nice to start well. How hard have you found the recent fixture list? Well, we haven't really. So we'll disagree. And let's kick the match off. And as always, let the first 10 minutes just go by and see how it looks after that. So Ulahan into Darwin, Scarlett gives it to Zgela, Verheyen to Joseph. Ball forward isn't quite accurate enough. Dia to Malik. Malik down the left hand side for Barrenetxea, and it's a comfortable header back to Bilo from the Arsenal defender. Bilo to Ilic, Zgela to Tomiyasu, Verheyen to Tomiyasu, into Joseph. He plays it for Kareyev. Kareyev back to Verheyen to Zgela, into Ilic. Verheyen with the ball forward to Joseph, who goes for the chip but gets too much height on it, and the highlight comes to an end. So at the moment we are 6th in the table, but we have the chance potentially to go top of the league at this moment in time if we can get ahead. So let's demand more. We've had the better of it really, but it's not great so far. And in fact, Southampton have had more shots than us, and they've actually had shots on target. So, although our XG is higher, so it's not great at the minute. And it's Malik into Darwin, back to Malik who crosses. Bilo comes out and claims it with complete authority. Bilo is surely going to launch this. He does, straight down the middle at Joseph. Thomas to Casado, to Costello into Scarlett, the right hand side on Livramento, and Darwin has put it in the back of the net. Darwin Núñez, although there is a question of offside, and the VAR decision is that it's a goal. So it is Southampton 1, Arsenal 0. We need to demand more, and I think probably go attacking as well. And Joseph is having a terrible game, but not as bad as Bennett. So we're looking at a minimum of a double substitution at half time. Diaz swapping passes with the back four. Verheyen to Ilic to Breton. Ilic to Zgela to Diaz. Diaz forward to Joseph. And it's given away to Barrenetxea. He finds Malik on the left. Back to Caicedo. Forward to Malik, who finds Barrenetxea. And I think that's an own goal by Kalulu. It is. Pierre Kalulu, own goal. Southampton 2, Arsenal 0. So we're going to demand more. And we are definitely going to be making changes at half time. And there's half time, so let's make those changes. Thrash the arms. What was that? And I think we've nothing to lose. We might as well go for a triple change. Nathan Bennett for Wayne Pryor. Dwayne Joseph for Patrick. And for my final trick, we will change we're going to change, I think we change Karayev. So right winger Karayev for Okmonek. Or possibly Guest. Okay, so that's the 3 changes. Let's get into the second half, see if we can rescue anything out of this match. Let's berate them for an absolutely awful first 45 minutes. And it's Skella to Diaz, ball forward, Pryor under it, but Livramento wins it. Costello to Scarlett, Livramento to Caicedo, Thomas through to Barnechea. He cuts it back for Darwin Núñez, and Caicedo has the shot. It's back to Livramento, into the middle, headed away, Guest brings it clear but gives it away again, although Pryor wins the loose ball, finds Patrick dinks it over the goalkeeper, and Arsenal have a consolation on 50 minutes. So let's encourage now that we've got a goal back and we're playing something like reasonably. And that's gone down well with the players as well. Fingers crossed it can have a similar effect to the last intervention. We are down to 8th position as it stands. A goal would take us into the top 7 and a European spot. But it's not forthcoming yet. Let's demand more. Illich to Verheyen, Breton to Patrick, to Pryor to Breton, to Kalulu on the left. Pryor goes back to Illich. He plays it through for Guest, and Patrick snaffles the loose ball. It's in the back of the net, and it is Southampton 2, Arsenal 2. We have come back from 2 goals down. So we'll encourage again. We're going to stay on attacking. We've got them on the rack at the moment, so let's see if we can complete the turnaround. It is certainly deserved, but can we complete it with 3 points rather than 1? We are up to 6th in the table. Another goal would take us to 2nd, so let's encourage. And we've got 7 minutes left. Tomiyasu into Illich. Illich down the right hand side, finds Guest, although Malik cuts it out. Caicedo with a forward ball. Scarlett's got to be offside there. He's blazed it over the top anyway. So we get away with that one. 5 minutes left. Can we find a winner? 4 added minutes. Kalulu with the throw into Breton. Kalulu into Pryor. Pryor's cross. Tomiyasu. Guest lays it off, and it's a penalty to Arsenal. I'm not sure who's going to take the penalty. I'm hoping Patrick, but penalty's been given. And it is Patrick, and he scores. Southampton 2, Arsenal 3. And that is his hat-trick. So we're now going to drop back from attacking to positive. And we will watch the winning penalty. high into the roof of the net, just off centre. Keeper goes the wrong way. And we've got about 2 minutes left. Illich to Breton. Pryor on the left, gives it away. Scarlett brings it forward, finds Pedro, I think that was, and it's highlight over. Livramento, Southampton coming on strong at this stage. Pedro Gabriel it was. And it's Scala regains possession for Arsenal. Patrick won't get that. Bazunu with the ball forward. With Baranachea on the Southampton left. Guest slides in on Malik. And it's a free kick. Malik. Scala clears. Back to Malik. And Malik skins his man, finds a cross. Scarlett clears and the highlight comes to an end. That's full time. It ends Southampton 2, Arsenal 3. I'll be back in a moment with the league table and to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now to take a look at the league table, and as you can see, with 5 matches gone, we are second in the table behind surprise leaders Leeds United. We have 11 points from our 5 matches, they have 12, and let's have a look at the schedule and decide when we're going to come back. And it's an easy decision. We're going to come back for Manchester City at home in the Premier League and Zenit in the Champions League. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.